Greetings and welcome back to my channel, guys. How are you doing today? So in this video we're going to talk about another one of the bloodline of the Majere family. He is the grandson of Caramon and Tika and the son of Palin Majere, who became a hero in his own right and helped his father create the Academy for Sorcery. So let's take a dive into the life of Ulin Majere. Now Ulin is interesting because he's not only a wizard and a sorcerer, he was also a fighter and could wield swords as easy as he could wield magic. When he was young, he joined his father and created the Academy of Sorcery, eventually becoming the assistant master of the Academy, showing talent in both sorcery and alchemy. Surprising no one, he had the same drive to learn magic as his great-uncle Rislin, and he went out searching for magical artifacts whenever he had the opportunity. By this time, he had a wife and twin children at home. Unfortunately, he didn't really give them much time a day because magic was his true love, leaving them behind to go on his adventures searching for magical artifacts and the knowledge of sorcery. A couple years go by and Ulin joins the Heroes of the Heart. Together, they journey to Dragon Mountain, where he meets a young gull dragon named Sunrise. Sunrise and Ulin share a bond over magic and the study of the craft, and working together they form a bond, allowing them to team up and work as one. Ulin becomes the first known dragon mage in the Age of Mortals, and together they help fight at the Window of the Stars, stopping Malestrix from becoming a god. After defeating Malestrix, Ulin and Sunrise leave the heroes and they go out to study their magic and their power. But unfortunately, after a while, both go their separate ways. Ulin continues hunting for artifacts and teaching in the academy, but unfortunately, 5 years after they defeat Malestrix, Ulin comes home from one of his artifact hunting expeditions and finds his wife fallen ill to a plague. He manages to hold her one last time and comfort her as she lay dying in front of him. And just as he thought that the worst was over, his twin kids fell ill as well and died shortly after. While his grief was still fresh, Braille's forces attacked the academy. Ulin decided to stay behind and try to defend the academy when a student named Lucy joined up with him and tried to assist, using an alchemical compound that Ulin created called thunder powder, which in small quantities they have been using this compound to destroy tree stumps. But Ulin planned a surprise for Braille's forces, planning to use it on a massive scale to stop her forces from taking the artifacts from the academy. Waiting for the academy to get overrun, together with Lucy, they hid a lot of this powder all over the academy, waiting for Braille's forces to overrun the academy. And as that was happening, Ulin detonates the thunder powder, destroying the entire academy and all of Braille's forces within it, leaving a huge crater where it once stood. And after seeing the massive destruction, Ulin destroys the notes and vows never to use this compound ever again. However, it is rumored that he did pass the information along to a gnome, which later on his children helped develop this compound once again and handing it to the forces of Solamnia. But that is a story for a different day. Catastrophe after catastrophe, after Ulin's young wife and 2 children die, and the destruction by his own hands of the Academy of Sorcery to stop Braille's forces, Ulin and Lucy develop a kinship, and it seems that she is the only one who is able to hold him back from despair that was about to overtake him. And after a while they declare their love for each other, and shortly after that, Ulin asks Lucy to marry him. Now, shortly before the War of the Souls breaks out, Ulin follows his fiancée Lucy to Flotsam to identify her father's body. There, Lucy makes a name for herself by pretending to be a great sorceress and fighter, and Ulin is branded the friend of the sorceress by the people of the city. Hearing rumors that her father was actually alive, Ulin travels to the nearby Pirate Cove, where he finds him in a bar named the Golden Carp, and he tricks her father into coming back to Flotsam to meet his daughter. And after a surprise adventure, where they were almost sacrificed to a sea lion, but Kethryl's other daughter, a siren, brought sea elves to rescue them, they managed to make it back to Flotsam. Now at this time, the city is being harassed by a red dragon who is a lackey from Malastrix. And with the help of Lucy's father, they play the greatest game of Dragon's Bluff ever done. They set out and steal this red dragon's hoard, and then as the dragon comes into the city, yelling bloody murder, ready to destroy the entire place, they threaten the dragon, telling him that they will tell Malastrix about the rest of the gold if he doesn't leave them alone. With this bluff, they managed to save the day and the city. And for the first time in her life, Lucy's father told her that he was proud of her. Before the final gambit was played out, Ulin and Lucy get married. And following the defeat of the Red Dragon, they return back to Solas to live out their final days. Now, in my personal opinion, in the 5th age of Dragonlance, one of the coolest things that ever happens is Ulin becoming a dragon sorcerer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we will see you in the next one. Have a lovely day.